Greetings. My name is Jalloh, the Afro Pop King. As you can see, I'm in the studio. I'm about to record a track. I'm putting down some tracks for a song. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk to you about now. What I want to talk to you about is about what I call our story, African story, but particularly Sierra Leone, and about a man called Bai Bureh. You see, when we went to school, we were taught that Bai Bureh was a warrior who fought against the British, and the British made him surrender. Do you actually believe that story? Do you really believe that story? I don't. I don't think so. I would say that Bai Bureh was the first Pan-Africanist who stood against the British for our freedom. Bai Bureh was born in 1840. He grew up in a town called Benembu, and that's where he trained as a warrior. And then later on became a chief, a leader of his hometown called Kase. Bai Bureh at that time won battle after battle to emancipate the people of the north of Sierra Leone. After all various battles, various battles across the north part of Sierra Leone, Bai Bureh became the chief of north of Sierra Leone. During this time, obviously there were various other activities happening. A lot of people didn't like the ideas that he came up with. Some people supported him, some people didn't. The British instituted the hot tax. Bai Bureh would not accept that. Bai Bureh didn't think that Sierra Leoneans should pay tax one to foreigners, and that the British should return back to UK and leave us to solve our own issues, our own problems, which we are capable of solving at the time. But of course, the British would not have that. The British would not establish their own control and rule. So what happened? The governor back then, the British governor back then, put out a warrant of arrest for Bai Bureh. And then he put £100 offer on the capture of Bai Bureh. Guess what Bai Bureh did? Bai Bureh reciprocated by offering £500 for the capture of the governor. Then the war broke out, which was then called the Hot Tax War. So basically, hot tax war, for those who don't know, is for us to pay tax for our houses. We never used to do that. We just used to live and carry on with whatever we carry on with and get on with life. It's our houses. We're not used to paying for that. Bai Bureh said we should not be paying, especially not to foreigners. So that broke out the war. And during this war, Bai Bureh, imagine Bai Bureh is not like professionally trained as the British put it, because the British, they were well trained. They studied military, they studied warfare. They were fighting against a man who was such a guerrilla warrior. Bai Bureh won every battle, every month for several months. So for them to tell me that Bai Bureh was a warrior who fought against the British made him surrender, I don't believe that. That is a lie. I'm telling you who are listening now, I'm telling our children, those children who are listening, that Bai Bureh was the man, the first Pan-Africanist who stood up against the British for our freedom, for us to live and look after ourselves, for us to be independent. He was one of the people who stood up for that. Is Bai Bureh. My name is Jalloh, the Afro Pop King. I thank you for listening. Peace.